All right, I promised I was going to record this with a face cam, but there's no way for me to have this with an overlay. So I guess I'll be over here or something. All right, so this is big news. It's not announced. There's no home base report. Magis hasn't said anything on Reddit, but there is a list of heroes that you can now research without a hero voucher. Whether or not this is intended, I don't know. Whether or not Epic's going to ban for this, I don't know. They've been very shoddy with that. Please don't ban me, Epic, but you didn't ban anybody for announcing the Art Deco weapons when you could research those, and we never got a word on that either. So I'm just letting people know because hero vouchers are very scarce and people want their heroes. All of that said, there is a list compiled by Archer, very helpful in the Discord. That'll be linked in the description below, and I will also pin a comment at any point that we know more. So if at any point there are more heroes you can research, or if this changes, I will pin the comment and you can scroll down for updated information, which you should all do just to make sure that, as I know more, I should say. So, as of now, you can research the spy heroes, which is kind of the same as Art Deco. They're basically the same. Although some heroes were spy, which I don't know how to articulate that well, but I don't remember where he is, but some heroes are technically spy. Regardless, Art Deco heroes can be researched. So if you just go to Recruit Hero, if you have training manuals and aren't a broke bitch like I am, then you can get some right there. Although, nice on the amount there. I can't research any right now, but you can see that rad heroes are also researchable. But this brings us to our first example of a caveat, where mythic heroes, or what seems to be mythic heroes, or things that give you a team perk, I don't know how to explain that, cannot be researched via this. So I don't know about that, but you can't get mythic heroes this way currently. Road trip is not a part of this as far as right this second. Pirate heroes can be researched, and that is a huge deal because anybody who's watched my channel before knows that I rave about Crossbones Barrett. This isn't my opinion, by the way, what I'm about to say, and that is that coconuts are the best healing method in the game. They give you the most I was going to say health and HP at the same time. So they give you the most health in one go, and they heal you over time faster than 2 normal campfires. It's big. It takes up a hotbar slot in your inventory, but they give you the most healing. And they increase your damage by 16%, and that's actually what Crossbones Barrett does. He gives you the 16%. So if you're using Blakebeard's team perk, which is, Blakebeard's stash, those coconuts don't give you any damage. That comes from him, but you can, of course, research him currently, unfortunately. But Crossbones Barrett, if you're using Blast from the Past, you want those coconuts. So researching him is a big deal. That's the only one that seriously stands out. All of the pirate heroes and every hero you can research have their own perks. I'm not going to get into everything now. I'll link my best heroes video in the description below. That covers most of them. But yeah, Seawolf Jonesy, just to pick one out of the blue here. You can't seem to research him, and these are kind of shoddy. You can research some, but not other. It seems to be 2017 or 2018 heroes you can research. A lot of these newer ones you can't seem to research, but I assume Buccaneer Jonesy you can. Yeah, so it seems to be some of the older ones you can research. I'm not really sure what that is. And the best example I can see is the holiday heroes, where you can't research Ted. Oh, you can. What? I just checked. You can't research Jilly? Come on, don't make me look like a... Yeah, so you can research Ted. That's a big deal because he'll give you happy holidays. If I'm not... Yeah, right here, team perk. He'll give you happy holidays. That's a big deal. Okay, so this is where I would implore you to poke around. If there's a favorite hero, something you've been eyeing, go and check it out. See if you can grab it because I've just been surprised myself. Monks, you can't research. Sergeant Gatling, you can't research. Okay, but you can get Ted. That's great. That team perk is kind of a big deal. You can't research Lynx as far as I'm... Right, so she's a mythic. The mythics you can't seem to research for now. But the 2017, meaning these are labeled 2018... All of the 2017 heroes seem to be researchable, which is kind of cool. Alchemist Sarah is one of the heroes that isn't incredibly game-changing, but I bring her up a lot because Smoke Bombs healing you is kind of a big deal. That's a really nice bonus. Fragment Flurry, big deal in Ventures. You can now grab her if you missed her. Jingle Chest, less exciting, but you can't seem to research her. So this is working for some, but not all. I don't know. I don't know. Let me go back to my list, though, because I got a little bit ahead of myself. You can research some of the pirate heroes, not the road trip heroes. So, yeah, you can't go and get Sledgehammer. I'm sorry, you guys. You cannot get the Blockbuster, unfortunately. So, these guys are locked out. You can't go and get Archaeologist without a hero voucher. The spy heroes is what I was talking about earlier. They have their own section. I know, I'm sorry. But spy heroes in Art Deco are kind of the... All right, don't at me. You can't get the Mythic, but you can get the others. So not Field Agent Rio, right? Yep. but you can get Undercover Buzz, I assume. There you go. So if you want to get her, that's fine. You know, Bomb Squad Kyle, in case you didn't get enough of him from the Spy Llamas, you can you can now research him. Gold Nox was here for a very brief time, apparently needs a hero voucher. So this definitely seems to be discriminating based on the age of the heroes. So that's kind of interesting to know. Springtime seems to be a big no. It's not on Archer's list here, and every hero I've poked around seems to be a no-go. But as I've shown, this does seem to have some exceptions. So if there's one of these heroes that you really want, if there's one of these heroes that you really, really want, then you should try to research them. And maybe you'll be able to get them, and unfortunately, in that case, maybe you won't. Chinese heroes seem to be available. Again, Wukong, Mythic, can't get him, but there are some good ones here. Is Dragon Scorch? Whirlwind Scorch is what we're talking about. I think Dragon Scorch is main game. Flash AC, is that who this is? He's actually pretty good. Really good for phase shift. You can pair him with the new Dino to heal you when you use abilities. Probably a good pick. I don't even know what she does. Fire Flower Eagle Eye. Yeah, that's one of the heroes that's good for a meme build. Like where you every time you dash, you make fireworks. It's kind of cool. I've literally never used her, but I can imagine that would be a decent ability. You can research these heroes now. Holiday, I already kind of glossed over here. That's when I got ahead of myself. Wild West seems to be an exception. I do not think you can research these. Oh, it is on this list. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible reader. Yeah, you can totally get the Wild West heroes. So there you go. That's an option. First Shot Rio, kind of a big deal if you like using that kind of loadout. She's pretty good with the Grunt and the Hydra. I won't link those videos below because those are really random, but I'll link the best perks videos playlist below. So if you want any of my weapon guides, they're pretty much all in there. I'll even link the weapon guides playlist for that matter, because that kind of lists. It's a more complete list, but you know, best perks is probably what your eye in there. Fortnitemares 2017 to 2018. So if I assumed Arlene Iza is not available, but anything labeled 2017 or sooner, you can grab. So if you want the promotional Skull Ranger Ramirez, she is no longer very rare. If you want Skull Trooper Jonesy, apparently you need a hero voucher. That's interesting. But you can get Ghoul Trooper? That's really bizarre. I mean, I prefer the female lady anyway, even though they both have the same bonus. So she gives you the weapon reload speed, and he gives you the weapon, not the weapon reload speed, but the weapon reload buffs your damage. Nice to have. Nice to have indeed. I use that a lot, actually, in my shotgun build, like, to this day. It's not just like a good recommendation you might want to try. No. She's like actually solid. And then Sarah Hotep is one of those, you know, you can just reduce his Dragon Slash cooldown, and Llama Guy is good for shurikens. You can now research these. Beetlejuice, kind of a huge deal. Like, we're talking Sledgehammer kind of huge. If you use pistols or SMGs, you can up that crit damage by a lot, by a boatload, and she works almost identical damage output to Ranger Deadeye, who buffs your pistols and SMG by 50%. So that's really nice. Costume party attendees, not doesn't count. Doesn't count. Unfortunately, you can't go and get that jackal launcher for some reason. And then last but usually not least, if you know anything about the sci-fi, except in this case the heroes are bad joke, my bad. Yeah, last but not least, because Sci-Fi is like one of the best weapon sets in the game, but the heroes are one of the most underwhelming in the game. I haven't found any of these to be useful ever, except for sometimes Cyberclops. He has a lot of fans. I have my reservations. I don't think he's that good, but some people like him. You can arc energy damage. That's nice. Energy can come from your weapons or certain abilities, depending on your loadout. So, I don't know. Cyberclops is a thing. He's a thing, and you can go grab him now if you like him. Azealia Clark, I'm assuming she is a mythic, so you cannot grab her. So, that's basically the complete rundown. As I said, pin comment if this list changes. I'm going to go ahead and plug the creator code real quick right at the... Oh, what was I doing? The creator code right at the end here. This is not a normal video. There will not be a outro, but you guys can obviously check out all the links in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope they keep this. As some final thoughts, just at the very end of this video, this is a good thing. Hero vouchers suck. They lock heroes behind events, which kind of, in my opinion, events should always... All right, you know what? We're going to get serious, all right? We're going to get really, really serious. Let me take my camera and just make it a little bit... All right. This sucks. Like, when events come to the game, you should... When events come to the game, they should be introductions. You know, that should introduce weapons, introduce heroes into the game that you can now use forever. To lock them behind, in a lot of cases, a 1 week time frame where it comes to the weekly shop and then just goes away forever. Oh, that sucks. These vouchers shouldn't even have to exist, or at least be more common. So I think, in my humble opinion, as just one person on the internet who plays this game a lot and tends to know what the deal is. Weapon vouchers, hero vouchers should come with every new event, multiples of them that you can maybe buy or use lots of, or as they've done here, just make the heroes researchable. And that's, you can't, but, and that's kind of what I think is good. I think this is a good step. Even if this is an accident, I don't know why it would be, or even if it's on purpose, which doesn't make sense because it's only like half the heroes and it's unannounced, and it's happened with a Battle Royale update. Like, the servers being shut down wasn't even for Save the World. Regardless, if this was intended, it's a good step. I think this is good. Let people have the heroes. I hate the worst conversation I have when new players come to the game that I hate having is when they ask me, how do you get that? How can I get that about any weapon or any hero? And I have to say, it was an event that was available 2 weeks ago. It was available 2 years ago for like 1 week. How am I supposed to tell people that? That's not even fair. It's like, it sucks. Anyway, this is great. Thank you, Epic, if it was on purpose. Please keep it if it wasn't. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.